And welcome back, guys, to another video of GreedFall, the Dying Worlds walkthrough. Alright, let's go to the palace. Is that it? I think it is, yeah. We have to go and talk to the prince. Ah, Vest Palace. Yeah. I knew there was, it was something like that.
You're back. What do you want this time?
We would like an audience with the prince. We've made a major breakthrough that will be of great interest to him.
Really? What is it?
Oh, you know. It's just a dig he's undertaking to find proof of the antiquity of his ancestry. Nothing really important.
If what you say is true, I'm sure the prince will be delighted to see you. I'll go and inform him of the reason for your visit. His Majesty Prince Alexandre is expecting you.
Thank you. We'll go and see him straight away.
Alright. Anything on this room? Can we open these doors? Oh, we can. Let's snoop around. Yay! I got 28 coins of gold. So happy, so rich. Cannot go inside this door.
Your Grace.
We meet at last. You're the islander whose name is on everyone's lips. You're becoming something of a celebrity in Peren. Especially because you're always surrounded by such a motley band of characters, including my delightful niece. I was dying to meet you in the flesh.
Uncle, I'm ever so happy to see you.
Sybil, dearest. If you hadn't caused such a diplomatic hurly-burly in Alima, you would still have your place here, at my side. I imagine it was just an offshoot of your adventurous nature. Now that you've decided to put it to use for our cause, I can only applaud it. I was told you seek our support to finance an expedition to Tir Fredi, unless I'm mistaken.
That's right. We have a ship and a captain, but as you know, the cost of such a journey requires the backing of a nation.
Essentially, you hope I will pay for your trip home after you washed ashore in my city.
As we told your minister, we are certain this arrangement could be profitable for you. The ship can carry a large quantity of goods.
Perhaps. But as I'm sure you've already discovered, the congregation's only trading post on the island is run by the Dorsays. However, we could consider backing you if it brought us something that served our interests directly. And I believe you have news about my investigations in that regard.
That's right. We went to the ruins you're excavating. There, we helped the archaeologist Garp, and we managed to reach the Tomb of the Kings.
At last. I feared this whole venture would not prove fruitful, despite the enthusiasm of the lovely Flora. And what did you find?
This tablet, which, according to Garp's analysis, lists all the kings of the last Austrian dynasty.
Excellent. And what does the list say?
One of the kings was named Vespasia, which would make him a direct ancestor of your family. Here.
Sadly, I can't read the Astrian tongue, but if Garp is sure of this...
He is, without a doubt.
At last! The Dorsays will have to bow to the antiquity of our bloodline, and the other families will put them in their rightful place. How wonderful! I must admit that our little Flora was right. I'm surprised not to see her with you. Where is she?
I am very sorry to tell you that Flora was killed in an attack on our camp by looters.
Is that so? How distressing. Octave will be heartbroken. You're used to this kind of conflict. Couldn't you protect her?
Unfortunately, the bandits shot her before the alarm was raised. There was nothing we could do.
Poor child. I'll make sure that her memory is honored by naming this tablet after her. As for you, my dear friends, I am very pleased to provide you with the financial support of the city of Peren for your journey. In appreciation of the great assistance you have provided through your invaluable discovery and for your prompt delivery of this tablet to me. I'll have Sir Daryl arrange for your ship to be loaded with goods that will be snapped up on your island. I'll also ask him to appoint someone to travel with you and arrange for the goods to be traded once you're there. Oh, when you're ready to leave, go and find the head of trade. She'll be waiting for you in the Square of the Forgotten Goddess in the city center.
Thank you, Your Grace. If Your Highness permits,
All right,
we
the
shall
Tomb of the Kings.
As you will. You may go.
Obtain 3 agreements from a family in the merchant congregation. There you go. And we leveled up as well. 35. Okay, let's level them up. Let's see. Probably I'm gonna go with the smoke bomb. Huh, look at that. Craftsmanship and diplomacy. And we lose... Okay, let's go. Let's see about the other one. 2 mechanisms. Diplomacy, alchemy. Yeah, let's go with that. Nice. Ah, fuck. Let's go to the Constanza ship. Really? Nicely done.
I wish we had saved
What the
Jacquemus.
fuck is happening with
He wasn't
her?
the best of men, but he didn't deserve to end like that. May the Enlightened hold him in his holy keeping.
She's
At least we've won
invisible.
the support of the Father Cardinal, and believe me, that will be useful.
Alright, nothing else.
I leave you alone for now.
Suit yourself. You know I've...
Yeah, I guess she's invisible. Let me ask the other
What can I do
questions
for you?
to see,
I cross.
but I'm gonna skip it.
And
I leave.
suit...
No, that thing didn't disappeared. Oh, look at that. Another one invisible. This game is getting better and better.
Incredible. You must be reading my thoughts, my darling. I was in fact hoping to have the opportunity to speak with you.
What
here
is
I am.
this about?
You might have remarked that we've been the targets of frequent attacks. These groups of hired assassins practically breathing down our necks wherever we go.
They're difficult not to notice, indeed. Do you know why they're after us?
They're after me. In fact, it all started when I was still on assignment in Alima. At first, it was just child's play. A poisoned cup of tea here, a clumsy person attempting to stab me in a dark alley there. But the attacks became more and more troublesome and dangerous. I began to fear for my life. It was partly for that reason that I didn't hesitate when given the opportunity to join our little adventure, and accepted to help our friend Alvida. I thought that by being always on the move, I would escape these attacks. I was wrong, as you've been able to see.
Forgive me this question, but aren't the assassins your own family's henchmen?
My family uses them often, that's true. But anyone can hire them to get rid of someone. However, I wouldn't be surprised to learn that the person who placed a bounty on my head shares my family name. Since we are in my uncle's good graces, I would ask him for his official protection.
Is he truly capable of doing something about this? After all, you are already at the Vesp, and that hasn't stopped the assassins.
That is true, but believe me, there is a difference between simply being a part of the family and benefiting from the prince's official protection. If His Majesty Alexandra de Vesp announces that I am his protected ward, the assassins will think twice before attempting anything against us again. I would, therefore, if you accept, like you to accompany me so that I might present this request to my uncle. Going there alone is a little too risky these days.
All right.
Let's go now. We need to settle this business as quickly as possible.
Thank you. I need to warn you that we will certainly be asked for something in exchange for this. But our survival, alas, depends on it. At least for as long as I travel among you.
Now that you're once again in the prince's good graces, do you intend to resume your role as a diplomat for the congregation?
Do you wish for me to leave, or does the idea sadden you? I hope it's the second answer, because I'm sorry to say that I don't plan on leaving your party anytime soon. I happen to enjoy your company very much.
I was asking you because I wondered if you missed your previous job a little.
Sometimes I get a twinge of nostalgia when I think of the wonderful parties I was invited to, or the pleasure I had in crossing diplomatic swords, all with subtle words with other legates and negotiators. But these are only momentary regrets. It's lovely of you to worry about how I feel, but I assure you that I'm very happy to be by your side. I don't think I've ever had so much fun.
Goodbye.
See you later, darling.
There you go. I think the game is like this because of the loading. Something went wrong with the loading. I just wanted to check out the busts. So we're needing 3, 4. Or 3. There is 11, I think, in order to get the trophy. Oh yeah, we gotta level up everyone. And well done. Uh.
Thus we are descended from the ancient kings of Astria. It's a funny feeling, you know.
What does it change? We all descend from someone, whether it be a king or a simple hunter. What does it matter?
Your heart is far too pure to understand the fascination for ancestry on this continent.
Goodbye.
See you later, darling.
Here we are, off the coast of the proud cities of the congregation.
Let's go back to the... Oh, I think we got a message. Let's go back to the castle.
You're back. What can we do for you?
Sybil, Do you have a request for the prince?
You're quite right, my darling. Uncle, I request your official protection.
My dear Sybil, I find you submerged in agitation today. You who are usually such a ray of sunshine. Whatever makes you think that you're in need of my official protection? Could it be that someone pushed one of their infamous farces a tad too close to the sinister or macabre?
Something like that, yes. It just so happens that hired assassins have been after me, and now also my companions for the last few months. And I'm afraid that despite my talent for foiling nefarious plots and the exemplary courage of my companions, they might very well succeed in their endeavor. Someone has placed a bounty on my head, and you know better than anyone what that means.
Quite right, my poor little dove. Nothing would please me more than to officially proclaim that you are not only my most beloved niece, but that you are also under my protection.
However...
Ah, you read me like a book. Come now, certain concerns merit more secrecy than others.
We will follow you.
There, we'll have a little tranquility here.
What sinister service are you preparing to ask of us in exchange for your protection, Uncle?
Come now, Sybil. Your imagination runs wild. It just so happens I have a problem. Someone is conspiring against me. It's nothing out of the ordinary. I've grown accustomed to it. But I fear that this time I might leave a few feathers behind. I'm almost certain that it concerns one of my mistresses. I could eliminate both of them, but who would then bring cheer to my nights? Your aunt, as you may not know, is a dreadful bore. Oh well. Find the guilty party, discover what's brewing, thwart the nefarious conspiracy, and I'll be happy to offer my official protection.
We shall take care of this, dear Uncle.
Marvelous. But I imagine you have questions for me.
How did you ever come to suspect your concubines? Excuse me, your mistresses?
Several of my personal documents started disappearing. Nothing incredibly sensitive, but that began to arouse my suspicions. And quite recently, one of my spies at the Dorsays reported that a woman from my entourage had approached them. My wife is... let's simply say that she is inoffensive. And I trust my daughter Aurelia blindly. I don't have any other women in my inner circle other than my two favorites, making my deduction quite simple.
Why entrust this mission to us?
Well, because my dear niece asked me to.
No, forgive me. That is not what I was wondering. There must be other people more adept at investigating the lives of your concubines.
I would like this affair to be kept under wraps. The slightest sign of weakness, and I am done. My dear little Sybil will say nothing because she needs me. And the same is true for you as well, if you ever want to see your homeland again.
Why not offer your niece your protection immediately? She could be killed while attempting to get to the bottom of your troublesome affair.
She has you with her. Make sure that she survives until then. As for the rest, I believe that most people need incentives to better carry out their missions.
We shall begin immediately.
Well, if you have no other questions on the matter, let's return to the Great Room.
All right.
Yes? What do you want?
We would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Do you know to whom you're speaking? I am one of the prince's favorites, not some domestic servant that you can bother at will.
We know very well who you are, miss, and it is precisely for that reason that we would like to speak with you.
I recognize you now. You are that group of adventurers whose expedition to Tir Freddy the prince has decided to finance. And you're a de Vespe as well.
Sybil de Vespe, the prince's niece, at your service.
Very well. I'm all ears. But please be brief.
How long have you been the prince's favorite?
For 2 years. I am currently the mistress who has been with him the longest.
The one who survived the longest, you mean?
That is true. There were others before me, but alas, they are no longer of this world. Unfortunate accidents. Tragic. Why are you asking me all of these questions? They are putting me ill at ease, I admit.
What do you think about the prince's court?
If I thought ill of it, I would no longer be here. Everything carries on marvelously. I do not know what you hope to hear me say.
That it's a nest of vipers and assassins where one risks death at the slightest misstep every single day.
You must have left the court long ago, Lady de Vespe, because I assure you that today, your description is quite inaccurate. You have quite the imagination. Now, if you would excuse me, all these questions tire me, and I have much to do. I wish you a good day.
This woman avoids the simplest of questions with the slippery agility of an eel. I'm ready to swear that we hold before us our traitor.
Sybil, you know that I'm on your side, but the behavior of this woman is not enough. We need hard proof.
I agree. We need to be absolutely certain.
The prince's favorites have rooms in the palace. We need to visit hers. I hope we'll find some proof there that can confirm our
Can I open these now?
suspicions.
Oh, this is not gonna be easy. Let's save the game. Look at that. I did it. Ooh. Tunic of the Great Messenger.
Our dear favorite has something in mind. She just hasn't yet carried out her plan.
We should verify for ourselves if this infamous secret office exists, and take a peek at what may be kept there.
Oh, I am very certain that it exists. This is not the first time I've heard talk of it, and I am in complete agreement. We should search it. We could wait here until midnight strikes its bell, so that we might search for the location of this infamous secret office. It's time. If we want to discover what Velusa was looking for, we must go to the throne room now.
Aren't you afraid of what will happen if your uncle learns that you are searching his secret office?
Let's just make sure that that never happens.
I don't see any furniture that could be hiding a door. I wonder where it could be.
If we're to believe Velusa's diary, we will find it by pivoting various decorations. Knowing my uncle. He would have chosen an object that couldn't be accidentally triggered by some curious person perusing the room.
There, look! It's opened.
Let's quickly search this office. I have a feeling that my uncle has a great deal to hide.
Nice.
By Tempest Untamed. I'm no specialist in political matters, but I would have never thought your uncle capable of signing this sort of letter.
Yes. If this agreement were to be revealed, the only course of action would be to abdicate, and quickly. No one in the congregation would forgive him for having thought to sell out his neighbors simply to gain support against the Dorsays.
What the? How did you get in here?
We followed your instructions. They were rather precise.
And so you read my diary. I would have done better to burn it. I beg you not to reveal to the prince what you've learned. He'll have me killed.
That's a fact. But why did you want to betray him? I can understand that being the favorite of my uncle would be unpleasant. But from there to wanting to provoke his downfall...
Because he would have eventually had me killed. I could tell that he was beginning to become bored with me, and when that happens, we simply disappear. As for me, I just wanted to survive, to use the secrets he keeps to buy my protection, just like your parents did for you.
What are you saying?
You didn't know. Here, read this letter. Perhaps you'll be less eager to denounce me after reading it.
This resembles my mother's handwriting. How is this possible?
Sybil? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
If I were the prince, I'd be sleeping with one eye open.
I would like nothing more than to post this letter on a public board, revealing to all his perfidious corruption.
Sybil? Are you all right? You seem to be dazed.
Yes. Forgive my sudden silence, but the letter from my parents has upset me. I didn't expect such despicable infamy. To the point that I'm wondering if we shouldn't return the document in question to my uncle. I know that he is financing our expedition, and that we will have to return to him and invent something concerning his favorite. But I believe that I would be better off seeking the protection of the Dorsays. I am certain that they would grant it if they were given such a document.
I understand your sentiment, and I share it. The Dorsays seem to be the preferred protectors by far.
Oh well. We can think it over on the way.
I hate to be a killjoy, and believe me, I would love to send this horrid villain to an early grave. But the prince is financing our expedition. We are going to have to tell him something.
Alright, let's go to the prince. Just in case.
You're back. What can we do?
As you asked, we have undertaken an investigation of your favorites.
And? Were you able to identify which one is preparing to betray me?
We were not able to determine which of your favorites plans to betray you.
I see. It just so happens the culprit revealed herself during her escape, and I've already given her name to my assassins. Velusa will soon be held accountable. That said, it would seem that she had the time to steal a document of great importance from my desk. If you are not able to return it to me quickly, I must consider that you have failed your mission, and our little agreement no longer holds. You will have to assure the protection of my dear niece yourself.
I can assure you that we are going to do everything in our power to recover this document.
Hurry. I would be sorry to hear that something has happened to my charming niece while you're tracking it down.
If your highness permits, we shall leave.
As you will. You may go.
Let's go back to Vesperia town center, or Piran town center. Paran. I think it's called Paran.
Dear friends, what a pleasure to see.
We've come here to ask for the official protection of House d'Orsay for our friend Sybil.
For Lady de Vespe? Why not seek an audience with our own family? Seeing as how you are already working for them, it seems.
While we were investigating for them in hopes of receiving protection from the prince, we stumbled upon a shocking document.
That's putting it lightly, sir. After becoming familiar with its contents, it seemed difficult to continue to give my uncle our trust.
Consider my curiosity piqued. But first of all, would you mind explaining to me why you seek official protection in the first place?
It so happens that hired assassins have been hunting us for quite some time. Someone has placed a bounty on my head.
Really? I understand your concern. And it is certain that protection from the Prince d'Orsay would curb their enthusiasm. If the document you're referring to is as shocking as you say, I am sure that we will come to an agreement. But your uncle, on the other hand, will not take this kindly. I imagine that you are well aware.
Sybil, this concerns your protection as well as your family's. What do you want to do?
Thank you, my dear. I appreciate you letting me make this decision. After reading the letter from my parents, I must admit that the more I distance myself from the de Vespes, the better I feel.
Here you are. This is the document in question.
Let me have a look. The prince has completely lost his mind. How could he even consider such a contract? If this were revealed, he'd be finished. As for us, we have something to keep him on a short leash until the end of his reign. Thank you, young people. The Prince d'Orsay will be informed immediately of your loyal service. You may consider his protection acquired.
Thank you, Sir d'Argenton.
You can rest easy, Sybil. The d'Orsays honor their word, and they never abandon those who have worked for them.
We'll leave you to your work.
Thank you. Come back if you need my insights.
If it's of no inconvenience to you, I would like to pay a visit to my parents. There are things I need to discuss with them.
Sybil, I'm here if you need to speak to a friend.
Thank you, Alvida.
Yeah, let me go to this guy to do some upgrades to my armors. Right. Oh, no teak leather. Let's follow the marker. We gotta go to Sibyl's house, the parents' house. Let's go there.
Maybe you have a piece of bread or something to eat?
Let's do some fighting. Just to have some fun.
Let's show them what we're made of!
It was then that Madame de Cluse, you know, the one whose son is involved in it. May the Enlightened forgive me. Is that you, Sybil?
Sybil, my child, you've returned.
Father? Mother? I have returned from Elima. Yes. Allow me to present my friends. I met them there, and they have shown themselves to be marvelous companions.
My child, I am so happy to see you. We had heard that you had left your post at the embassy, but couldn't believe it. What happened? You seem troubled and you've lost weight.
Let her take a breath now. Come on, my little darling, tell us what happened.
Not long after my arrival in Elima, I was the victim of several assassination attempts. There was no doubt that hired assassins were on my trail. And then one of my friends contacted me. She needed help. So I decided to help and left Elima with her, hoping to lose the assassins on my journey. Alas, despite our meandering adventures and the arduous voyages we embarked upon, we were still frequently under attack. That led me to seek the protection of a prince. And while we were carrying out a mission to obtain it, I was given this letter.
What is in it?
It's a letter that you sent to my uncle, begging him to send me to Elima, rather than taking me as a concubine.
I remember that letter all too well. What else could we do?
It broke our heart to send you so far away from us. But we were not going to allow your uncle to lay a filthy hand on you.
I understand that entirely, of course. But were there not other solutions than exiling me so far away? I found myself completely alone, constantly under attack by bands of hired assassins, in perpetual danger of death.
It would have certainly been safer to find a solution that didn't require sending your daughter alone to a foreign country.
Forgive me, but you are foreigners. You don't know our family. You have no idea what it means to be a de Vespe.
I had hoped that you would never read this letter. That you would never learn to what degree of deprivation your uncle had fallen. At the same time, I am relieved that you now know why we sent you so far away from us. You can certainly blame us for the danger. And you know that my heart breaks because of all you suffered. But never would I have allowed that disgusting beast who shares our blood to make of you his favorite.
May the enlightened forgive me. I believe I would have preferred killing him, even if it meant the deaths of all of us.
I was forced to ask for official protection from the Prince d'Orsay. There is no doubt that my uncle will see this as treasonous.
Who cares what he thinks? You did the right thing. We don't have the highest opinion of the d'Orsays, but they are known to be trustworthy in business.
You need to be careful from now on. We have no clue who is after me. Being now under protection, they might come after you.
Let them come. I could show them what happens when someone dares to attack my daughter.
Your mother is right. Don't worry about us at all.
We need to be going now. My friends and I still have much to do.
Take care of yourself, Sybil. And know that we love you tenderly.
Goodbye. Let's go, my friends. We should leave before tears cloud my eyes.
All right. Got some experience. Not bad. Ooh, ornate pistol. Let's go back to the ship. Now, one thing that I have to do in the ship is putting all my legendaries inside, so I don't have too much on my inventory. Yeah, there you go. Let's start putting these things inside. Not all of them, obviously. Yeah, we're good.
So, what do you need today?
Why, do you have the thick leather? That would be nice. No. I have a bunch of stuff to sell. Hmm. As for me, there is no equipment. Probably no new equipment. I don't know. Let's see. This one would be nice. Hmm. Okay, this one is nice. Well, yeah, this one is better. So apparently Sibyl's uncle wanted to commit incest with her. Cool.
How dare my uncle imagine, even for a moment, that I could become his concubine? That lecherous and misguided old man. Ugh. And to think that my parents wanted to protect his reputation by keeping his sick fantasies from me.
Will you have to follow the family tradition and marry a nobleman?
Actually, I have already been engaged several times. I was 6 years old the first time, and my betrothed was 12. The poor angel died of a childhood illness a few months later. The second time, I was 10. That time, they found me an old baron. He was over 60 years old, can you imagine? Fortunately for me, death snatched him sooner than he expected. Finally, before I was sent to Alima, my parents wanted to betroth me to a young man from a very good family. But my uncle opposed their wishes. At the time, I didn't understand why.
How would you feel about a more exotic match? A sage from Tiefredi, for example?
Well, it would be a pleasant change from everything I've been offered so far. I doubt my uncle would like it, but who cares what he thinks?
All right.
See you later.
I certainly hope so.
I still have to go do that. Investigate Zilly's laboratory. Oh, we haven't opened these parts. That's an alchemist. That's a blacksmith. Person who wrote these warnings is a doctor who seems to take his compatriots' well-being to heart. You should talk to him and find out more. Yeah, let's go there. Let's go talk to that guy. To that doctor.
These are the arid shores of Tynea.
Alright, since we don't have the marker, first let me go here to unlock that travel point.
I see tracks over here.
Ah, there you go. Innkeeper. No. Let's go talk to the doctor now. Before we continue that way, let's go talk to the doctor. Just have to find a way to go down.
Hello. Have you come to claim the body?
No, sorry. Was he killed in the beast attacks? Are you the doctor these posters are talking about?
Yes, and yes. As you can see, this beast struck once again. When the first people were injured, I tried to spread the word, but it wasn't enough. So many people come through the neighborhood. So I put up posters. I hoped that if people were warned to avoid the area, especially at night, I wouldn't have to wait for people to come and claim more bodies. If you happen to come for this poor man, what can I do for you?
We wish to find the beast that's responsible for all this.
If you could, it would be wonderful. How may I help you?
What do you know about this beast? What does it look like?
I've never seen it myself, but the wounded I've treated told me of a very large and fast beast with a long tail. And from what I could see by examining the wounds, it has a formidable jaw. Alas, I don't know more. Some witnesses have described things that are so implausible that it's better not to take them at their word.
Could you tell us where the last attack took place?
In the last attack, it killed a dog. It was in an alley south of the barracks. It killed this poor man the day before. This creature is so bloodthirsty. It sends shivers down my spine.
May I examine the poor man's body?
Go ahead. You might notice something I missed. You know where I am if you have any other questions. And please, find the animal and put an end to the killings.
It's covered in bites and gashes, but I couldn't say what caused them.
Maybe a very big dog?
Alright, let's check these attacks. Well, I know. Oh, this is. Yeah, I see the markers here. Now, we should go this way. Maybe inside here. Really? It's locked from the other side? Okay, now. I gotta figure out a way to go inside. Oh, never mind. Oh, look at that. We got another bust. Bust of the Conqueror. At least we get this door unlocked. Okay, maybe we have to follow this road and we will find him. Oh, saw something. Just wanna pick this up. Oh no, it's not. Just a poor guy wants some money. Maybe if I go through this alley. Port district. Well, gonna have to figure out that for the next episode. Gonna wrap it up now. Hope you've enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, everyone.